All right, today at the Costa Group, we have Martin Mazza as our guest speaker. I'm going to pass it over to Martin so he can explain what he does, what he specializes in, and where he's located.
All right, thanks, Carl, for having me in today. I'm a Hamilton-based realtor. My team operates out of Stony Creek, and we don't really specialize in any specific type of real estate. We manage commercial stuff. We manage, of course, homes, condos, townhomes, and our area, Hamilton, has expanded. I mean, we're really looking at stuff anywhere from Niagara Falls into Burlington now as a team.
Nice.
And yeah, it's a big base now. We're touching a lot of different marketplaces, more so than ever before. Amazing.
So what do you see 2018 looking like?
Well, you've probably got a good answer on the mortgage end of it, and
for sure.
Where things are heading with that, and hopefully the new rules that are in place are going to settle people down. They're going to figure it out, and I don't think, or hoping, it won't have the impact, negative impact that perhaps people perceive it will. And we're still hoping for a good spring. And January's been a little soft so far, but that's not unusual. But we expect February through the spring to pick up and be a good year. Yeah.
And touch a little bit on your property management group.
Last year we ended up putting a person in place to manage our rentals, and what we found was so many people are making an investment in real estate. People who own a property opted for a second property, for a third property. Mm-hmm. You see all kinds of new condos going up along the QEW in Grimsby and Stony Creek, and people opted in, and we're now managing the rental end of that. So,
nice.
We figured out, in order to make sure we're servicing our client's property, we had to expand and make sure that we could deliver services on that end. So we're now relieving owners of dealing with leases and tenant applications and credit checks and collecting money. So we've got a person in place now on the team who's managing all that for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
And from the spring market in 2017 to today, what would you say the difference is?
Well, we saw a real swing, right? I mean, the spring of 2017 in all my 30 years was probably as crazy as I ever remember it. It softened up considerably through the summer and the third quarter. So, you know, but people have to understand it perhaps got more back to a normalized market where you didn't have 8, 10, 12 bids on any given property. Buyers had time to make a decision. They had time to look at selection. They had time to make sure that they had a financing condition and perhaps an inspection condition, which they didn't have the ability to do back in the spring, because 100%. If they were buying with conditions, most likely they weren't buying.
For sure.
Unfortunately, in a competitive bid situation.
And you don't see that now?
Well, we're still, funny enough, last week we had 2 buyers going to competition on 2 single detached homes, separate homes. I don't think that's real indicative of what's going on in the market right now. I think we're back to a normalized market. Some people call it a balanced market, but you look at the inventory that is out there right now, the buyers have the ability to take a little more time in their decision making.
Nice. All right, Martin, thank you so much. Martin from the Mazza Team, thank you so much for coming out to the Costa Group.
Thanks for having us in, Carl.
Awesome.
All right.